Lazy Kate for the Echo, since I just got an Echo. And so the Lazy Kate that, this is the one that you would buy separately, not like an attached Lazy Kate like you've seen on the pollywog or the bullfrog or the bees in my other videos. So this is the one that is separate that you would, attach, and I feel like it's got some features that the other ones don't. So and you see Jolene's over there sleeping. Let me get this on the tripod so I can show you better. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. You see we have Christmas tree action happening behind me. So let me get this on the tripod. Hopefully the camera angles will not be too wacky. Ta-da! Okay, good. So, look at that. We actually have some light. So, the way this works is right now it is attached. And if you want it to be unattached, it's like this. So on the back of the Echo, Monarch, or Firefly wheels, you've got this little groove here, which is a super handy way to carry it around if you are, don't have the Lazy Kate in there. Just make sure you got it bolted in good. And then on the back, you can see how this works, where it just does this. So it's pretty slick, simple design. Says push and turn in case you forget what you're doing. I like anything that comes with directions on it is good in my book. So you just, make sure it's flat. It goes in a little hole. Line it up here and push and turn, and boom, it's on there. And it's not as, because it's just a push and turn situation, it's not something that's like hard bolted on like this. It's a little wigglier, like this way really. Not this way, but like this way. But I don't really know why you would ever be wiggling it this way. But, just FYI, it's not, hard bolted on like that. So, it's a little loose, and that's okay. So I was just telling you this so that if you have one and you're like anxious about that's how it's supposed to be, and it works just fine. So it goes on here. It's got these really cool magnets on both sides that hold these metal rods, and it comes with 4 short metal rods and then 2 really big ones. So if you have the big ginormous bobbins where you were just putting one on each side, you could use the big giant ones. But I just put them in a drawer because I didn't need them. And I like to be able to just store it like this. So, got your rods here. And of course, when you need them, you just pop them in the hole and you can adjust where you put them. And the coolest thing, because for a long time, since all my wheels that I've had have had a built-in Lazy Kate, I was kind of like, what's the deal with this Lazy Kate? Like, why would you want like a separate one? What the deal is with this Lazy Kate and why it's awesome is you can either have it like this, or you can see you can easily remove it, and then it's got these cool feet. I don't think I really fully appreciated the feet on it. So then if you wanted to, because the first wheel I learned to spin on had a Lazy Kate that was down on the floor. So excuse the top head. You could put it either, you can put it on the floor, where you could be plying sideways if you wanted to be doing it that way. Some people are just more comfortable with it. Or if you get fancier on plying than I normally do, then, you might like that. So you can either have it with its little feet out, and it can be on the floor, and you can have it here, you could have it behind you, you could have it over here. It really gives you a lot of versatility. And then if you want it back on your attached, which is how I like to use it, you just fold the little feet back, and boom, it's back up there. So that's how you put it on and take it off, and why I think it's awesome. Mine is shown as engraved, which is an option. You can get either your whole wheel engraved, like you can see on my Echo. I got the front, the back, and the Lazy Kate, because I was like, if I'm going to get it engraved, I'm going to go all out. But if you wanted to, you could just get the Lazy Kate engraved. So if you had a Firefly or a Monarch or an Echo, and it wasn't engraved, or you didn't want to, get the whole thing engraved, but you still liked the wildflower design, you could do just some on the Lazy Kate, and I think that it looks really nice. So the other thing about the Lazy Kate, the separate one that is on here versus the ones that are built on, like on my Echo or my Bullfrog, or my pollywog, not Echo, I can't talk right, this is the Echo. The pollywog or the Bullfrog or the bees is this one goes all the way across. So you may have seen in my other video kind of comparing them on the Bullfrog, for instance, and the pollywog. They just kind of go from, I'm sorry, the camera keeps moving on me. There we go. They go, and like I said, you've seen on my other one, kind of from middle over, so it's like just on one side. Whereas this one is a full, all the way across, like a T-bar, which has benefits that I didn't realize until I got it and started messing with it. Because I'd always been plying, you've seen my other videos, I have a popular video where I would put the pegs like this if I was plying on like my Bullfrog, and I would put like one bobbin here, one bobbin here, and then I always tell people to bring the yarn around the side. And then this peg keeps it from getting tangled in here, and you can definitely, as you see on this one, and my silly dog is not moved, but you could definitely still do it this way. You could put one bobbin here, and bring the yarn around the side, like I've shown in my other videos, and this keeps the yarn from, you know, getting snatched in there, so you'd just be bringing it around the side. But I was messing around with it, and as you see on this one, since it's in the middle, there is this space here, whereas on like my Bullfrog, this peg would be here, so they'd all be like right next to each other. On this one, it is further away, and that was kind of bugging me. So on this one, I did want to make this video, and I will show you here in a minute. I'd already started plying. I've been putting one bobbin on this end, and one bobbin on this end, and actually bringing it around the side, which I have to admit did make me nervous when I first started doing this, because I was really afraid I was going to start catching the yarn in the flyer pegs. But here, I'm going to actually start spinning and show you how I do it. That seems to be working good. So let me try to maneuver this without dropping my camera on anything. So I've got one over here, and then the yarn is right here. So, let me bring this over here, and I wanted you to really be able to see how I'm holding the yarn. So, let's see. Okay, good. This is a good camera angle here. And put that up there. And I'm loving this yarn. This is one of our Braid Club yarns. Here, let me show you. And it's turning out like this. It's beautiful. I'm really excited about it. So this was, I believe, a Rambrelais that I'd been spinning. It's the same thing I'm spinning on here, like I said, from one of our monthly dyed braid clubs. So shameless plug for that. But so I've got the yarn from here and from here. See if I can get it unwrapped where I stopped it before. One thing I always do, I don't know if it's the official purpose for it or not, but on Spinolution wheels on the bottom, there's always two pegs that are like close together. If I have to stop plying, I always just kind of like stick it in between there, and it helps hold my yarn. So I don't know if that's the official purpose for that, but that's what I use it for. And it does seem to help it keep from getting tangled up. So let me get this going. So this is my Echo, and like I said, I've got the yarn coming from either side. And how I'm doing this is I definitely, let me change see my stomach here. I am plying, and I'm just bringing it back towards my chest. And I'm holding it in my hand, you can see like this, kind of with my fingers spread out, and you can't see too good. You got one yarn here, and then one yarn here, so it's kind of like a V. And then I'm using this hand to control the twist. And so I'm just letting it wrap up, and I have little hands, so by holding my hand like this, I'm keeping the yarn going off on either side, because you do want to be, obviously you're going to have a mess if you let this get all droopy and it gets yanked by this. You're going to be not so happy. So, and I have not had that problem. I was really worried about that. Like I said, I do have hands, like my 7-year-old's hands are like the same size as mine. So I have really little hands, and it's not a problem for me. Like I said, I'm just keeping it kind of on either side, and you may find something that you prefer better. But this is what I'm doing, and it's been, like I said, that yarn I just showed you, I plied on here, and I really am enjoying doing it this way because you can really watch the twist that you're doing here. And this is, of course, just a real basic 2-ply. It's not, anything fancy, so I may, you might want to do it differently for chain ply, or you're doing something else, but I'm pretty simple. I like a good 2-ply. So I just wanted to film a little bit of just me plying this, and like I said, it's just coming around both sides here. Let's see if I can grab the camera and show you from the front angle without totally twisting everything up. There you go. So, like I said, I'm trying to like hold this and show you at the same time, so less than ideal situation, but you can see this is a bird's eye view of how that would work. So, anyhow, that is my, like I said, feelings on, I felt like I needed to make this video because I'd made another video that was very, like, very definitive, that I felt that you should have 1 bobbin, 2 bobbin, and then bring it around the peg. And I still very much agree with that if you are plying on one of our wheels with basically the pollywog or the bullfrog, where it goes off to one side. I would definitely put 1 bobbin here, 1 bobbin here, and bring them both around the peg. But for this one, since I didn't realize how much wider it was going to be until I got it. So now that I have it on there and I see the distance between these two, and you can see there's plenty of room between the pegs and the yarn, and how I would have my hand here. So anywho, that's enough on that. I have to go wrap Christmas presents. And you want to say hi, Jolene? Jolene, why are you asleep? Why are you asleep? Silly sleep. Oh, there she is. She's like, why are you waking me up? Anyhow. I hope that answers any questions for anybody on the Lazy Kate, of why you would want the Lazy Kate. And I do always tell people with the Echo, the Firefly, or the Monarch, I recommend getting the package because it comes with the Lazy Kate and the skein winder and 2 different tops. If you don't get one of the packages, I would definitely recommend just buying the Lazy Kate at the same time as your wheel, because then you get free shipping on it. So I definitely, in my opinions, unless you just happen to have, like, somebody made you an awesome Lazy Kate that you have on the floor that you really like, if that's the case, then obviously use that one. But if you don't have a Lazy Kate, I really think it's a must-have. So if you're buying one of the wheels I just listed that doesn't have a built-in one, then this is the one you would want, and I definitely think it's a must-have. And y'all know from my other videos, I am, I definitely am not recommending things that I'm like, I don't really see why you need that. So, this one I definitely think you need. So, anyhow, hope that's helpful, and I will go in here and put some links here in a minute. And God, my hair looks really scary. So, y'all have a good one.